Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the SEGA Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you are in the world, and you might have just noticed already, we're going to be playing Robocop 3. Excellent, published by Flying Edge in 1993. Now, is it excellent? I don't know. Based on the same movie, which was a bit of a flop, also came out in the same era. You control Robo himself, Alex Murphy, must complete each stage and follow the plot of the film. Let's make this as easy as possible, because it's me playing here. Does it follow the plot of the film? Well, not really. Now, Robocop 3, the game, did come out on the Commodore Amiga, but that's a completely different game to this. And it did come out on the ZX Spectrum, which is a completely different game to this. So here we go. Looks a bit like the original arcade game. Let's see how it plays. Right, shoot him. You start off with a pistol. You see my strength there down the bottom right. We just picked up the shoot freeway thing. What's that called? The spread shot. How do we activate that? There we go, so I'm activating it, but we've only got a set amount of bullets here. So you must shoot your way to the end of each stage and then destroy the end of level boss. You're in Detroit, OCP. I've got this terrible plan to overtake the city and build a new city. Yeah. Right, am I enjoying this? Well, it's sort of okay. The playability isn't great. I prefer the graphics of Robocop 2 on the Commodore Amiga, but the playability of that one was quite poor. Right, you see my time ticking down in the middle. Oh, there we go. Got to get round that. If the time ticks down to 0, obviously we're dead. You can replenish your energy as you go along, and I'm not doing too badly here. Game seems a little bit generic, doesn't mean too much to it at the moment, but it's sort of like okay. I wouldn't like to have paid a lot of money for it. Die you two. If I can get off level 1, I'll be more than happy. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. The graphics for Robocop are sort of okay. The rest, the enemies could be a lot better. Bearing in mind things like Streets of Rage were around about this time. They knock 7 bells out of this. It's a very 2D affair. Oh look, here we go, got a ledge to jump on. Boom, your move, creep. Right, I don't remember Robocop doing lots of jumping. Let's jump up and down, Lewis. No, I don't remember that line at all. Who is that? He wasn't actually in the thing. Robocop 3, the film, was a bit of a flop. I think it lost money. And the reboot, well, let's not talk about that. The fun's all at Robocop 1 and 2. Die, Bazooka Man. So the weapons, what's that? The weapons are a pistol, a spread shot, a laser, and a flamethrower from somewhere. I'm still not dead, right? Whoa. Right, let's kill that thing. Good stuff. I would have liked to have seen the Robocop music. Why couldn't they have had that? Bomb. Oh, we've got the laser, right. Bomb, 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 eat lead, creep, etc. Right. I think this might be the end of the level, is it? No. Try and, this is obvious, try and conserve as much energy as possible, because the end of level boss is quite tricky. 3 difficulty levels on this one. Did come out on the Master System, this version, and the Game Gear, and this looks like end of level stuff. Right. Whoops. Oh, energy core, look at that. Your energy level just goes down silly then. Right, let's get ready. We can do this thing. There is a later stage where you get to fly in Robocop's jetpack. But would I come back to this one as a kid? I think I might have played it a few times, and then just like Robocop 2 on the Amiga, I would have got frustrated by the difficulty of the thing and maybe left it for dead. But anyway, let's say if we get off, this is the easy level. I did have a practice go on normal level before this review started, and I got absolutely nowhere. If you completed this back in the day, let me know. There's probably little tricks in the gameplay. My gameplay is always reflective of our kids' gameplay would have been. The first couple of goes he played it, and or she played it as well, and we try and assess would you have gone back to it. Definitely could have got lifted by the Robocop music. It's like a skin on any sort of like platformer game. I don't remember that thing in Robocop 3. Yes, right. So, what have we learned? Probably nothing. So we've got to use this laser to take out these guys coming left and right in a minute. There's probably a special place to stand here, but you lose your energy grades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no. My kingdom for a cheat mode. If you do know a cheat mode, then comment below. But generally, I score Robocop games higher than what they would normally be. My favourite Robocop game, although graphically it isn't brilliant, is the original Robocop of Ed209 there. Continue. I will comply. Yeah, my favourite Robocop game is Robocop 1 on the Commodore Amiga. As I say, not as graphically gifted as this one, but the playability was there. And yeah, backgrounds are quite nice. Playability, it's just, they've just made it too hard, like a lot of games. But acceptable if you got it quite cheap, bargain price. I suppose that's pretty good value. Not quite sure what it scored back in the day, but it's got nothing to do, I would say, with the film Robocop 3, apart from you controlling Robocop. Pretty much like Alien 3 had nothing to do with the game, I say nothing to do with the film Alien 3, although that was a much better game than this one. Boom. They made it a bit easier so you can get off level 1, I probably would have liked it a bit more. I think 1993, they probably could have done a bit better. You might have loved this game back in the day. If you did, let me know. I think a better Robocop game, which we should be having a look at, is Terminator vs Robocop. That's supposed to be a bit better than this. We looked at a Terminator game a couple of weeks ago. Now we're looking at Robocop, so maybe we should look at the two together, but there might be another Terminator game for me to look at, which also is not very good. Hooray! But Terminator vs Robocop, supposed to be good. Right, can I get out of this? Just jump, Nick. Just jump and... oh, this ain't working. This seems to be one of those bits. I'm getting a bit of deja vu here. That end of level seems one of those bits is once you worked out where to stand and the actions are where to shoot, you're going to get off that every time. But it's going to take me about 50 goes, so it's probably you're just going to watch me die until I get bored. Yeah. How many stages are there on this? Well, I think the next stage is another city stage, which works a little bit different. The flying stage is like a shoot 'em up sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, if you leave the demo running at the start of this game without clicking start, it will cycle through a few other stages. So I think most people who bought this game only would have seen those other stages by watching the demo cycle round. Level 1, well, you might have got off it a few times, but it wouldn't have been happening every time. Unless you was good at platform games, which maybe you were. Now, the Sega Mega Drive was awash with good platform games, so I'm not quite sure why you want to keep coming back to this one. It's not disastrous, but it's just not very playable, really. Only one for Robocop fans who liked all the movies. Yes. Boof, boof, right. Could have been anything, really. Could have been Batman, could have been Terminator, could have been, it couldn't have been Sonic, it moves too slow. But something else. Right. Die. Uphold the law. Right, ducked under that. So really, you need to duck and jump. And I've died again. Alex Murphy. Clarence Boddicker isn't in this one. He's one of my favourite villains of all time in the original Robocop film. Cops don't like me, so I don't like cops. Yes, watch Robocop, please, if you haven't watched it for a while. Ed209. If you are to Ed209, comment below. He was a good security guard. Dick Jones says, who cares if it didn't work? We could sell parts for years. OCP, hey. I think they went bankrupt in the end. Serves them right. Got overtaken by some Japanese tech company. That's pretty much explored in Robocop 3, where he's versus some ninja android things which, you know, don't really fit. They don't look like robots, but they are. Robocop must take those on, despite moving much slower than them. Well, yeah, don't watch the film. I'm going to spoil it for you, so you don't have to watch it. He beats them. Hooray! Yeah, I wish he had. But anyway, there wasn't a Robocop 4. There was just that reboot. Was it in 2014? I can't quite remember now, and it wasn't quite as good. Why do they keep remaking these classic films? Happened with Total Recall as well. That wasn't as good. Am I going to get off this stage? Well, we all know the answer to that is probably no. But I'm sort of like enjoying it in this short space of time I'm playing it, but as a full price game, yeah, I would have been upset if I bought it as a kid. Go! Where's Lewis? She doesn't make any appearance. Would have liked to have the jetpack a bit earlier on so I could fly about here. This music is very nondescript. Oof. Presentation could be a little bit better. As I say, it's not disastrous at all, it's just failing to excite me. Right, we're just trying to trigger. Maybe I can just trigger them to slowly come out, these guys. There they are, in their van, their very small van. I've got no energy left. Well, this is working. Oh, this is working, he said as he died. That seemed to be a better position, but I'm quickly getting bored now. I'm getting frustrated that I'm not getting anywhere. Don't know why that guy wasn't wearing a top. I mean, where in Robocop 3... I doubt you've watched it more than once, if at all. Where in Robocop 3 there's moving ledges? I suppose you've got to have some sort of artistic license if you're doing a platform game. A platform game about platforms. Dun 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 dun, OCP. Right, okay. It's not catching any of the charm of any of the films whatsoever. So you just got to play it for laughs. Is this Detroit? I'm not sure how far we're off. Real Robocop's policing the city. Probably a budgeting problem. Maybe the laser isn't the best thing to use here. But I'm not going to have any more goes past this. If I do it now, I do it now. If I don't do it now, well, there we go. At least we've seen how it plays. And if you're thinking of getting this, if you own a Mega Drive or a Mega Drive Mini, if that's out at time of recording, or emulation, you know whether to track it down or not, or steer a wide thing around it. As I say, it's interesting for a few goes. It's not going to be one you're going to keep coming back to, and you're not going to be that desperate to complete each stage, to be honest with you. As soon as I get to the flying stage, which is probably like stage 3, that'll be it. I'll never play it again. I might not even get there. So I'm getting a bit better here. Yeah, as soon as they start shooting at you, that's it, really. Yeah. Shall we give this one last go? We pretty much know what's going to happen here. Boof. Boof. Oh, he's fallen down. It's fallen down the hole. Right, game over. I am dead. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. It's quite mediocre, really. The graphics of Robocop is quite good. Music is unflattering, and it's just too difficult. It's too frustrating to be an addictive game, so a missed opportunity. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Robocop 3 on the Mega Drive or Genesis, published by Flying Edge in 1993. Got any comments about this game, similar games, anything Robocop or indeed retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and have very fun. Goodbye.
Goodbye.